Get ready for Season 2 of the Class of Retro.
Rontro, he's here today and he's gonna show you all just how to play. It's Rontro Gaming. Go grab your controllers now and load up that on-save file. It's Rontro Gaming. Rontro.
Really? That's the wrong game. How do you get a Turbo Grafix-16 game confused with a Nintendo game? Like, seriously. I guess this is what I get for hiring a bunch of noobs to set up for my reviews. I guess I won't be making that mistake again. Hello everyone, and welcome to Season 2 of the Class of Retro. Now that I've fired the noobs that decided to hook up the wrong console, let's get on with the review that I had planned from the start, which is Neutopia for the Turbo Grafix-16, not The Legend of Zelda for the Nintendo Entertainment System. So let's get right into it. Neutopia is an overhead action-adventure game developed by Hudson Soft and was released by Hudson for the PC Engine in Japan on November 17, 1989. In 1990, this game was released in North America by NEC for the Turbo Grafix-16. If you don't own a Turbo Grafix-16 or have the $40 to $50 to fork out for a copy of this game, don't be alarmed. This game has seen releases on the Wii Virtual Console and PlayStation Network at a very reasonable price. Neutopia is widely regarded as a clone of the extremely popular NES game, The Legend of Zelda, in just about every aspect. It has noticeable improvements, but also has some shortcomings. We'll talk about this more later. Neutopia takes place in the distant past of the land of the same name. It is a peaceful and prosperous land where people worshipped at the sacred shrine. The Princess Aurora watched over the people that she had come to adore. The people of Neutopia lived in prosperity and happiness with the assistance of the 8 spiritual medallions which the princess controlled and used for good. The 8 medallions represent the powers of an ancestor whom stopped the evil demon Dearth and turned him to stone. His spirit, however, still remains. A castle was built by the people of Neutopia to symbolize the prosperity of their beloved land. After you press the start button, you are graced with a short cutscene that sends the events into motion. You are Gisetta, the one tasked with collecting the 8 spiritual medallions and saving Princess Aurora. No, not that Princess Aurora. That's much better. As mentioned before, Neutopia is an action-adventure game in a top-down perspective with labyrinthine exploration to that of The Legend of Zelda. Hold on a minute. I keep referring to The Legend of Zelda as I review this game. Hell, even the beginning of this video hinted at that fact. The similarities are plentiful, as you will see throughout this review. Anyway, you, the player, control Gisetta as he attempts to rescue the Neutopian princess, Aurora, from the evil demon Dearth. The game is split into 4 levels, also known as spheres, which Gisetta must explore to recover 2 medallions from each. These spheres are as follows: the land sphere, the subterranean sphere, the water sphere, and last but not least, the sky sphere. The medallions are hidden in crypts where each one is guarded by a boss. After collecting all 8 of them, Zelda gains access to the last area of the game, the North Pole, where Death lies in wait. Everything obtained in the game is neatly organized in a status screen menu. Also in this menu, you will see the map of the current crypt you are in, providing you have found the crystal ball for that crypt. Plus, you have a charmed compass that points you in the direction of the next crypt and also emits a sound when Zelda is near a crypt or a medallion. On the top of the screen, you will see Zelda's life meter, his current weapon, and the amount of gold and bombs remaining. There are many NPCs throughout the game located in caves in the overworld. Some can only be discovered by burning objects with fire, blowing up walls with bombs, or by pushing certain rocks. Yeah, the similarities of these two games are endless. These NPCs will sell you items, increase your health level, your max amount of bombs, refill your health, give you passwords or save your game, and have some useful information to help you on your quest. Besides Zelda's main weapon, the sword, he can find other items to assist him in his quest. These items are a fire rod that unleashes fireballs. The fireball's strength and range changes depending on the amount of health Zelda has. There is the Moonbeam Moss, which can illuminate dark rooms. The Rainbow Drop, which allows Zelda to cross small gaps. The Falcon Shoes, which give him extra speed. Medicine that fills your health meter. An Hourglass that temporarily stops enemies from moving. Magic Rings that transform tough enemies into weaker ones. And Wings that can warp you back to where you received your last password. There are also sword, shield, and armor upgrades throughout the game that increase your attack power, increase defense against projectiles, and decrease enemy damage, respectively. Each ranges from the weakest, the bronze set, to the silver set, which is the strongest. There are also many different enemies throughout the game, though some of them are just skin swaps of enemies from previous spheres. Keep in mind, skin swaps, not color swaps. They may look like a completely new monster, but they essentially have the same attacks as other enemies in the game. Zelda's life meter will increase throughout the game by either finding monks during the sphere gameplay, or by collecting the medallion after a boss in the crypts. Will these similarities ever end? I guess not. To sum up the gameplay, it is a lot of fun. It plays just like The Legend of Zelda for the most part, but it does have some flaws. One of those main flaws is the collision detection. Sometimes it does seem a bit off, but it isn't horrible to the point of making it unfair or not fun, because it is a lot of fun. The only other complaint I really have is the long passwords. Luckily, while playing it, I was able to use the file cabinet, so that wasn't an issue for me, but we might not all have that luxury. If your health runs out, the game is over, but if you manage to collect the Book of Revival, you can continue the game where you last obtained a password. Something unique about this game, though, is that those who played this game on the Turbo Grafix CD or Turbo Booster Play could save their progress right to the system's RAM via a file cabinet feature and had 4 available save slots. So if you were lucky enough to play on those systems, you didn't have to worry about inputting a crazy long password. This game looks really good. It utilized the Turbo Grafix 16-bit graphics quite well, while still using the 8-bit CPU that was inside the console. I may just have to do a video on the Turbo Grafix-16 to explain all that. The sprites are very well drawn and are of a decent size. Each of the spheres look unique and fit their theme quite well, though all dungeons look very similar. Each one is a different color, so it helps keep the game from getting too boring. The boss sprites are of a very nice size and have some great animations. Every boss is unique, so you won't be fighting the same thing twice. Some of the boss battles can be pretty tough, but each one is a blast to fight. Overall, I think this game has some great graphics. They are an improvement on what the NES had to offer, and it is very apparent in this game since it really is so much like The Legend of Zelda. music in this game is simply amazing. I mean, just listen to it. How could you not love it? Pardon if I pronounce this wrong, but we have Tomosun Mano to thank for this awesome soundtrack. This is one area of the game that excels over The Legend of Zelda. Not only is there more tracks, but they are a major improvement. Don't get me wrong, I love the original Zelda soundtrack, but it's nice to have a diverse set of tunes to listen to while saving Aurora from death. The only real complaint I have about the sound is the beeping when Jazetta is near death. Zelda's beeping was annoying enough, but this game not only uses the beeping, but increases the speed at which it beeps. I usually muted my sound when I was near death, but unfortunately I'd have to miss out on the awesome music. Since its release, gamers have regarded Neutopia as a clone of The Legend of Zelda. I wonder why. A German magazine known as Powerplay called the game Zelda on the PC Engine and said that the difference between Zelda and Neutopia must be found with an electron microscope. A little harsh, but true nonetheless. All in all, it did receive favorable reviews. Now, I haven't played much Turbo Graphics, but what I have played, this is one of the most fun titles on the system. All in all, Neutopia is a very fun game and was an awesome alternative to The Legend of Zelda for those who only had a Turbo Grafix-16. If I were to give it a score, it would be an 8 out of 10 for its fun gameplay, great graphics, and an awesome soundtrack. Unfortunately, it does lose some points for the bad hit detection, the long passwords, and its similarity to The Legend of Zelda. Would I suggest picking this game up? Unless you're a Turbo Grafix-16 collector, I'd pick it up on the Wii Virtual Console or PlayStation Network, as the price is a lot more manageable. You can get it on the Wii Virtual Console for 600 points, or on the PlayStation Network for just $6. As for my memories of this game, I don't have any. I didn't get to play this game until I did a review of it at the request of my good friend Retromageddon. I did really enjoy playing this game though, and I look forward to playing Neutopia too. And that does it for this review, and I hope you enjoyed the new format. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your family and friends. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up to date with all the latest videos from Rontro Gaming. If you have any memories you'd like to share from playing this game, please leave it in the comment section below with any questions, comments, suggestions, or requests. Be sure to check out all the links in the description below. My Facebook and Twitter are there, along with my partner, Retromageddon's channel, and our combined channel, R&R Gaming. If you like the new theme music, then be sure to check out the last link in the description, which will lead you to Prude's Facebook. Until next time, my friends, game on! Enjoyed this video? Then make sure to click one of these videos for more Rontro Gaming. I mean, seriously, why wouldn't you click another video? This channel is full of content. You'd be crazy not to. Come on, why are you still here? Click a video already!